Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Ivrl HMG Innovations Truck Series this fine Monday evening. Martinsville is on the track. I tell you what, Martinsville this past week was really good to us, and I'm looking forward to seeing what one of the best truck series out there for Monday night racing that you can get into on iRacing. I'm curious to see what they're going to be able to do here. It's going to be a ton of fun. The paperclip is on the schedule, and man, it's already some fast times. They're going to run 160 laps here. Let's take a look at your race information, and we'll get to your starting grid. But first and foremost, here's your Grand Marshal for the day.
Hello, racers. I am so glad to be back here in the Ivrl League. This will be my second time doing the Grand Marshal for a race. I gotta thank Brandy for letting me back into the league. Let me do some journalism stuff. Good luck to Chris today, because I know the fan club account that I run kind of got him into it today. But now that's all the way. Time for the thing you've been waiting for in this 40-second video. Drivers, start your engines.
Starting grid is lined up. These drivers are going to be ready to go here as we see some of the finest in the series ready to rock and roll. Give credit where credit is due. All these drivers ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you are as well. As we'll take a look at listen to those kitties purr out there. Those are amazing, amazing drivers. Thank you to RSN Racing out there. That, of course, is your Grand Marshal out there. He's in chat, so make sure you take care of him and give him some love out there. Much love to you. As we're going to take a look at your starting grid here in the HMG Innovations Truck Series. Tyler Brown's going to be your pole sitter here. Jaden Gibble's going to be the outside pole sitter. Cody Mckinney and Gander Mountain Truck Series driver Chris Hacker is going to be there in the outside of row number 2. Joe Conley and Levi McCarty are going to be there in row number 3. Brandon Zimmerman and Joey McKinney are going to make up row number 4. Good to see Daniel Ferry and Dustin Slover out there as well. They're going to make up row number 5 as they start to work in some fantastic lap times. Brian Ferry in the 90s is going to have Michael Payne to his outside at number 12 spot. And then making up the next row for you, the GOAT racing machine himself, Charles Van Scoik, is going to have Ryan Hinshaw to his outside. Donald Bennett, Mike Campbell Jr. will make up row number 8. Nick Goble and TJ Hanley there at the very end. Good to see everybody out there. Mr. Hinshaw, hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. Usually out there running the numbers for everybody, making sure that we take care of, he takes care of the league. And of course, and always, tomorrow night they're going to have their Cup Series. I believe that's on Turn 3 broadcasting on YouTube, so make sure you check that out when you're watching the Winston Throwback Series tomorrow night. HMG Innovations, you can check them out, some of the best paints in all of iRacing. You get out there and check them out on the website, hmginnovations.com. Find them on Facebook, find them kind of everywhere. Race information, 160 laps. The stages are going to be at 30 and 60, 80% fuel, 4 tire changes, and this half-mile paperclip is an absolute dream of a racetrack. 10 to 11 degree banking. Straightaways are full of speed, downshifting, wheel-grabbing, white-knuckle racing here for the HMG Innovations Truck Series. James, thank you. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the shares. Rob, Van Ness, thank you for the likes. Steve Tucker, thank you for the like. Thank you for the shares out there. Like, James, appreciate you. Much love to you. Artisan Racing, look forward to seeing what kind of stuff you're going to bring out there. You've got some journalism experience that he's trying to gain, so I look forward to seeing what you do there. Please tag me on that green flag wave 040. 04 gets into a little nose damage right there. Oh, he's sideways. 04 going around. That's going to be Jaden Gimbel. They got the green flag there. Nose to check up to nose. And quick turnaround right there for Jaden Gimbel. He's going to drop to the back there for just a moment. 04 got some rear end damage and a little bit of side damage, maybe some nose damage. He's going to get around that pace car. We'll be back. Quick caution real quick. That sometimes happens when it comes to getting yourself. Wait, does he have to stay behind the pace car? Oh, there we go. Pace car's going to pass the field. So they weren't able to make that work. So Tyler Brown back here as well. We'll go back and take a look. Quick caution. It's kind of the way it happens. Much longer. All of my cautions across the entire Signature Esports platform, brought to you by Nerds Do and Nerd Things podcast. Check them out on Fridays. Absolutely insanity. Here's Tyler Brown in the 2 truck here. Here is the 04 of Jaden Gimble. The green flag waves. He got a little bit free and then just unable to check up. Or unable to get himself there, and then he's so high up on the race line when he's trying to get himself back around, isn't able to get that those rear tires to stick there, so he's going to bounce around and get himself back on the track. So we'll see kind of where they find themselves. Tyler Brown to the back. Cody Mckinney's going to be your race leader here, and that Ford F-150. Chris Hacker will be in second. Joe Conley and Brandon Zimmerman will make up 33 and make up the third and fourth spot, the 99 and the 20. Right there. There is the 20. He's driving the Roasted Gems coffee. That is my favorite coffee now, folks. I appreciate Roasted Gems being on board with me over here. Promo code BZ20. Much love to him. And you'll save 10% off the first order. Much love. We'd love to see it. Cody McKinney, your race leader. Just tagged me in a post made about. Hey, awesome. You're amazing. Real Sick Esports on Twitter. Much love. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hayden. I appreciate you. Much love to you, and great job on the old Grand Marshal right there. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you very much. Let's give you some love. All right. Here it is. Awesomeness. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We'll get you all. I'll get you followed back right there. There you go. There we are. Now we're following each other. I'm learning Twitter. I really am. Everybody, did they come to pit road? Did anybody come to pit road? I don't think anybody came to pit road. Maybe they did. It's not showing me that they came to pit road, but it happens. Ryan Henshaw, 32 right there. It's going to have pain on the restart. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. 199.33, 51. That'll be the restart here. As the pace car will dive into turn 3. Pit road entrance, a doozy here. But they're going to get ready to rock and roll, and I'm excited. Here we are. Green flag waves. 1 goes. Cody McKinney fast on the racetrack. He's been fast and consistent all season long. Good to see him out there. Levi McCarty driving one of my favorite paint schemes. There's the Gravedigger paint scheme. Single file for the restart here as they get lined up. Tough to pass here at Martinsville. Most of the passing that you're going to see is going to be in the corners. Cody McKinney, the number one in all of our hearts, but number 1 on the Ford right there. First Ford in the mix. Toyota's going to be right behind him. And Chris Hacker, the number 33. Joel Conley in that Chevy rolling forward. As it goes forward, Toyota Chevy, Toyota of Levi, and then Chevy of Brandon Zimmerman into 5th. Brian Ferry in the 90 and a Chevy here as well. Inside the top 10, 3 Fords, 2 Toyotas, and the rest of them are Chevys. As the Silverado makes its line out here. So a lot of drivers prefer the old Chevrolet. But I tell you what, that Toyota has been making a big, strong comeback as well. I do like the look of the Toyotas now. Caution's going to come out second order of the race here as they go. Chris Hacker ran the fastest lap of the race 2 laps ago, 19.66. Strong second spot for him. TJ Hanley into 31 was making up some good ground right there. Tyler Brown involved. Second caution release. You should absolutely jump in. I don't mind. Come on in and jump in. I don't mind at all. Anytime. Would love to have you aboard. Caution. Alrighty, so the way that it rolls here, let's take a look. I'm going to pull myself right here. Donald Bennett involved. I wonder if he Just got a little bit free here. There's a 0-4 to the bottom side. Ooh, 17 up high. Oh, he just got free. It's got free. Everybody stops. 71 got free. 32 was there. The 2 was there. But it was all right. That's not as bad as it looks. Ooh. He's trying to back up. 31 was there still. TJ Handley. So he gets around. He's going to be decently clean. And they'll go back to it. All right, second caution. If you want to jump in, that way you can tell me what you guys are doing out there, too. Absolutely. Jump in. Can you jump into the interview waiting room? Or if you can jump into the esports broadcast part, I don't mind that as well. Or jump into a channel. I can pull you over. Either way. Either way. Whatever you can see, jump into a voice channel, and I will pull you up, buddy. McKinney, Hacker. There they are. There he is. Let's see, we'll pull him up here. Riley Hayden. Riley, can you hear me?
All right, yeah, I hear you. What's up, man?
Another day, another fine day here at Martinsville. Good to see you out there. I saw the channel get created earlier and see what you guys were scheming. It's absolutely awesome. Good to see you out there. Congrats on being the Grand Marshal here for the Ivrl HMG Innovations Truck Series. And tell me what you're doing out there, man.
I'm just, hard day of school, school every day. Coming here, I actually started doing the interviews last night at my local racetrack, or not, my Saturday, my local racetrack of Good Joy American Speedway. Cars are coming there 2 weeks from now. Make sure you go. But yeah, I've been doing interviews. It's been amazing, and I'm glad you brought me onto the broadcast. Now I got something to do tonight.
Riley, I understand, my man. Journalism is, and of course, when it comes to what I do with iRacing and the broadcast that I do, journalism is a heavy portion of it, and it's great to see young talent get out there and do exactly what you're doing. Much love to you and being a part of the community. I know these drivers going to be ready to rock and roll. What do you think of Martinsville so far?
Oh, so it's been amazing. We had caution first lap, caution seventh lap. But not saying that a bunch of races without the cautions are good. I'm just saying that pretty good racing in real life. It looks amazing, right? Looks like an amazing race right now. Yeah, it looks amazing at the moment. Can't wait to see what's going to be like later.
First stage is going to be on lap 30. Cody Mckinney, your race leader. Conley to the outside of the 33. Caution once again. So Hacker and Conley battling for second. Quick little cautions. They've got to get their feet underneath them. That's kind of part of what happens here at Martinsville. You've got to get into that repetition of being able to get those turns in, get the way figure out where that truck's going to be, how it lines up into the corner, and right now they're just trying to be aggressive on that first run. Here is what happened. Brian Ferry in the 90 was involved in this one. Let's take a look and see what happened. Fans going
I
to
hope
the
you
outside.
know that the stream was kind of delayed for me since I'm watching it on Twitch.
You're good, buddy. What I'll do is I'll share the screen. So the the 23 and the 90 right there. Let's go back just a little bit. We'll kind of take a little teaser here. The 90 got into the corner pretty hot and heavy. The 23 was to the outside. Let's far chase this one real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this share my screen over to my good buddy here. Here we are. So you're gonna see everything that I see from my main monitor. Okay. There won't be any sound, so it'll be just like that. All right, so we've got him situated. He's ready to go. Here's what happened.
Looks like he just was someone up in the back. Looks like he just got into the corner. The 18 bumped him. Oh, it looks like the guy on the outside got loose and it clipped the 45. I guess it looked like back there.
It looks exactly
so
like
many things happen at once. It was hard to you give your take on the situation.
Well, I think you're talking about a couple of things happening. I think a few drivers got loose right there, but we'll look at Vance Goik right here. This is going to give us a bigger point of view. The 18 kind of got to the back bumper of the 90, gave him a little bump. I think there's some net code that happened right there when the 18 bumped the 90. and the netcode got into the 23. I think Martinsville's been notorious for netcode over the last couple of weeks, and it's just being what it is. 32 is going to be your lucky dog here. Ryan Henshaw going around. He's going to be back on the lead lap. Some heavy nose damage. Cody McKinney's your race leader. Joe Conley and Chris Hacker. How do you know Chris?
So, funny thing, the Chris Hacker fan club account on Twitter, RBR Fan Club 1, I run the account. So I know Chris from... I actually was the one who got Chris into this race. Funny thing, so the post was about the IVRL looking for Grand Marshal, which I ended up doing. I was like, what about Chris Hacker? And I was like, whoa. Me saying, well, yeah, he actually raced for us. Thanks for amazing. And then he responded like, what if I run it? And I was like, whoa, that's a huge win right there. So he ended up entering into this race, and here we are. But yeah, I run the fan club account for him. Really nice guy. I got to do an interview with him. I got to meet him for the first time. It was amazing.
That's absolutely fantastic. And if he finishes inside the top 3, maybe we'll get to interview him again. McKinney, Conley, Hacker, that'll be your top 3 right now. Brandon Zimmerman fast here. Hacker has the fastest lap of the race. Cortland, thank you very much for being out there. He says paint should be made by Thursday or Friday at noon at the latest. Surprise paint. That's awesome. I do have a paint for you as well that you asked me to make. I need to get that over to you. So we'll work on that for you. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back at it here.
McKinney. I got the green flag out.
Oh, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Backstretch. Watch where the pace car goes in here, folks. This is exactly why it's tough to get to pit road, because you have to go from 140 miles an hour, 140 miles an hour down to that 35 mile an hour zone. And it's tough. Green flag's going to wave. We're back at it.
All right. 41 got an amazing restart right there.
Cody McKinney, one of the best in the field. He's been, this is my second season with the Ivrl series here. And Cody's drastically improved over the course of the last year that I've been with them. 33 kind of washes up the racetrack. Don't want to give up that inside right there. 99 to the back bumper. Conley trying to make it interesting.
And as you said earlier, there's really a lot of consistency in this track, because the turns you have to make it so perfect not to lock up, or not to lock up, wash up the racetrack, and then lose your car completely. It's such consistency, and it's amazing that some of these drivers can consistently do that.
Well, they get into, watch the nose camera here, watching on board, you have to keep those tires right there to the bottom of the apron and continuously turn, feathering the throttle. If you just kind of brake and get into the turn and not watch what those tires are going to do, you really end up wearing your tires out way too fast. But at the end of the day, you're gonna end up turning that truck around if there's no grip on the bottom. And right now, that's what they're doing. 25 of 160. We're waiting for a great stage finish here. We'll see exactly what happens. Whoa, somebody was free back there.
In the back right there.
14, a little bit off pace. 71 right there. That's Papa Bear, Mr. Campbell, having a good run. 14 of Dustin Slover. He's just free in the corner exit. He's got that right side damage. Now, we've seen trucks at Martinsville pretty much look like modifieds before the end of the race. Levi McCarty involved in something here, and they're going around. Levi is backwards on the track right there.
51 in the Gravedigger scene around turn 4, it looks like.
27 of 160. That should be your stage there. Levi should back himself up. He looks like he is. I think he saved it. I don't know that he got all that much damage out of that. We'll go back and take a look at it here in just a second. And Chris Hacker looks like he's going to stay out. Cody McKinney in on pit road.
Chris Hacker staying out. That truck series knowledge took it in, That truck series knowledge. He ran this race in real life, if you don't remember that.
Yeah, oh, he did. Absolutely. 33 out front. And stage end should be on 30, so we'll take a look at what happened there. Caution comes out. Fourth winner of the race. Alrighty, so Levi here got himself in a little pickle. We'll see what happened. He was running fourth at the moment, so let's see what happened here. He had Brandon Zimmerman behind him. Looked like he was just spicy on the tires here. We'll see as
he got loose off the turn. Let's see, he goes into the turn.
Oh, so did the 99.
He loses the track. Yeah, he saved him. He didn't look like that much damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like he washed up the track and lost the rear end of the car.
Yeah, Joe Conley did the same thing. I think he was harder into the brakes right there because Conley was as well. He wanted to make sure that he avoided that damage. He was able to save it, so he goes around into the corner. That brings out the caution. That will be it. Chris Hacker is going to lead him on 30. I do believe that is going to be the stage in. I will verify. Just to be sure, want to make sure. Thank you to everybody out there watching, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Randy, thank you for the like. Gander, thank you for the like. Appreciate you very much on all of the platforms. Signature Esports on all three. Facebook.com/Signature Esports, YouTube.com/Signature Esports, and, of course, Twitch.tv/Signature Esports, at Real Sig Esports on Twitter, Signature Esports on Instagram, TikTok. I think I'm Signature Esports as well. I'm all over the place, and that's a lot to manage. How do you do it there, Riley?
How do I manage everything?
Nope. That's what I'm asking.
Just, I've been on Twitter for a good amount of time, and time management is a big thing, especially for journalism, because especially when you're in school still, so you have to make sure you finish all your assignments and then make sure you get back onto your race. This is the first race back. Like I said, I'm curious to see how this race will go, but back to your point, yeah, it's all about time correctly.
I tell you what, 2 years of me doing this, and it's been insane. Inside line for the 33.
Chris takes the inside line, which is definitely the preferred line here at Martinsville, because you can just ease that car into the corner. If you're on the outside, you raise that risk of washing up the track way higher as the pit pulls in.
Check into the start restart zone at a 3 and 4, 33, 99, 8, 120. It's going to be your top 5. Green flag's going to wave. Through the gears they go. 32 off to the stage. They're going to go. 60 is going to be the next stage. Patience is going to be a big virtue here. Joey McKinney in the 18 back here trying to walk to the inside. Levi McCarty to the outside. 41 in the turn 3 truck making some moves. Side by side, Brandon Zimmerman to the inside.
45 went up the track. We got the 20 on the inside of the one car. And as you said the one car is pretty good around here. I'm pretty sure, I forget what he qualified, but you said he was pretty good around here. And, side-by-side racing at Martinsville is always fun, especially impressive when high people can keep up, because there's not as much room to come off the corner you're on high, and you see that sometimes while you're coming up off the turn. You'll see that the one bottom will get a way bigger run, like you see right here. We gained about half the car length right there, so it's amazing that these people can hold on the outside line.
Short track race, a little door bang from the 20 and the 1 right there. One's going to wash up the track. He's going to pick up 2 spots backwards here as Brown takes that position away as he and the 20 make it work. Brandon Zimmerman driving the Roasted Jim Chevy Silverado as Tyler Brown tries to work the inside here. He's going to do the same thing. Hacker out front, Conley in second, Daniel Ferry in third. They're nice and simple. The 2 takes the line away. Brandon Zimmerman back a little bit. I do believe that pass was going to be pushing a little high and missed what happened there because the exciting machine kicked on whenever I didn't want it to. Donald Bennett in the 41, he's making up some ground. He had his fastest lap this last time by at 20 flat.
And you see that 51 car coming back after they walked up the track. You see that 51 coming back after saving the car. Maybe he can make up a few positions, get back up into that 4th place. Maybe he can be competitive here at the end.
Levi McCarty, one of the drivers that we've noticed here, has been trying to keep himself out of basically trouble over the first of the 5 races. He's been one of the faster drivers driving the Fairfield Auto Group 51. And Toyota's been fast in other series, and it's always great to see him out on the racetrack. Now we're getting into that green flag run here where folks are going to be deciding where their line is going to be and how much they're going to be able to run. Right now, Hacker, half-second, 6/10 of a second difference over Conley. And this is going to be about where tire wear becomes realistic in the true form and fashion. You don't expect the real-world drivers to get out there and dominate in a field that is a sim racer, but I'm sure he utilizes this platform as a way to practice for his races in upcoming weeks.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I actually did the Grand Marshal for a race at Darlington
Mm-hmm.
back when it was the back when it was the Pinker Forward. I think it's still Pinker Forward, but like last season actually, because I actually talked to Randy earlier, like the owner. He said that Chris actually would have run this. He didn't get the ride at Rome Brothers. Shout out to him. He actually would have ran this series, so he might have run. He was actually already in the other Discord before he moved into this one. So yeah. Well, oh no! Chris
Goes around. Caution's going to come out. He was locking up the brakes into the corner. We talk about brake temperature. That's something that we didn't get the chance to do. So the 33 is going to hold on to the brakes. He's going to be able to find a way to back up here, gets himself around, and maybe just some tires right there. We're talking about him. I think we gave him the old commentator's a curse right there, sitting there talking about utilizing the simulator to get himself in there. He just got himself into the brakes a little hard right there. These brakes start getting up to temperature and start heating up. Once they do, they become very tacky and very sticky, and they can send you around. Payne Van Scoy coming to pit road. Joe Conley's going to be your race leader as Chris Hacker comes to pit road as well. So 4 drivers on pit road, the 17, the 23, the 33, and the 32. As Ryan Hinshaw is in. Joe Conley, your race leader. Caution comes out, 5th one of the race. Nerds doing their things podcast.
Earlier you were talking about brake pads. One of the things we talked about in the interview earlier before Chris started speaking was like, what's the difference between real life and racing? He's like, well, especially things like the tire temperature. I think it was the tires and stuff. But one of the main things he stressed about was the brake pads and how it's way different brakes here on iRacing and it's real life. He said that might be something he might struggle with, and I mean, you see, he kind of locked it up into turn 1, and you know.
Let's go on the cockpit view here. He's approaching some lap traffic in front of him. He gets into the corner. He's hard on the brakes, and that truck just loops around on him. He's able to minimize the damage there, but no doubt he wants some tires. Toyota was fast. He was able to get himself out front, and now he's got some work to do. We'll see what happens when they come back around here. Folks, little commercial break for you. I'll be right back with you in 2 shakes.
Hello, racers. I am so glad to be back. I don't know if you can do anything about that. It's fine if you don't. I'm just saying it kind of...
Had to figure some stuff out here. We're going to make sure that we're working with him. Conley's going to be on the outside. 8 of Ferry to the inside. The restart is about to be interesting. Green flag waves.
Oh, that's an amazing restart from the outside, which does set you see often here on Martinsville. Usually they get...
Go ahead, buddy. You got it. Travis Leslie, thanks for the light. Go ahead.
Usually the inside line gets out, as we've seen all like the one and Chris, they definitely got like a 2-car length restart. But this is different. You see the outside lane. You see the outside lane as the 1 car trying to make an inside move on that 26, I think it is.
3 wide, almost on the exit right there. They are 3 wide. Little door bang from the 2 to the high side. Ferry's going to give up that line. He's going to have to. Little single file racing is going to be a ton of fun. But Jaden Gimbel rebounding here as he gets himself up to 4th. Brandon Zimmerman in that 20, rolling the corner, trying to push some boundaries here, but not gain not try to have too many gains where it actually pushes you in the corner. 51 of Levi McCarty sends it into the corner right there, right behind Daniel Ferry, losing some ground here.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, 51, watch out for him. He's been really fast all day, and, you know, he lost in the thing, but that does not mean that he can't come back. But we've seen drivers come back from work.
Joe Conley, your race leader. Cody Mckinney trying to work his way back out front. McKinney started third and has been as far, of course, he was your race leader in the very early parts of the race when they came to caution right there at the stage end when that caution came out. So now trying to work his way back through the front. Levi McCarty right where he started in 6th. Chris Hackler, he is in 10th. He's trying to work his way around a few drivers here. Now, when it comes to some of these drivers out here, we've seen Brennan Poole, we've seen Martin Truex Jr. in a few of our races, and to look at and see that right behind you is a real NASCAR driver or somebody that drives these trucks professionally. You see the setup into the corner. 33 is going to drop in low. 14 is going to run a little bit higher right there. Do you think that some of these folks are getting a little bit nervous, thinking, I don't want to wreck the guy that does this for a living?
So that's a good point. And, you know, maybe I didn't really talk to anyone else. I didn't really get the time to. But, you know, if I was racing, when you're racing, your mind's locked in. Your mind's focusing on, all right, there's this guy in front of me. There's that guy behind me. But you make a good point. If I come up to the guy, and the guy's like a guy who runs, you know, real life cars and runs professionally, you definitely want to make sure you keep around off that guy. But like, you're not running anybody with like quick tempers or anything. Otherwise, you might get destroyed on social media. But yeah, it's definitely different. Like, you know, you're usually like your week you're running with the same people, but then there's a few weeks where you run with professional racers, and I bet it has to be hard for people who are like, oh my gosh, there's that guy behind me. What is he gonna do?
I tell you what, sometimes it makes these drivers be like, you know, I wanna drive just as good as this guy does. And I know it's a simulator, but maybe, just maybe, might be able to hold him off. Cody Mckinney, your race leader right now. He got around Conley just about a lap ago. He is starting to work that 0.4 of a second lead. Conley still fast here, but Tyler Brown making up some ground. The 04, Jaden Gimble getting a shout out there from Trevor Zalesny. Trevor, appreciate you. Dark Horizon Fishing out there. Things looks good. That's absolutely right. Trevor would normally be running, but the 04 is running for him, so Jaden having some fun. 17 up high. He's going to be a lap down. It's Michael Payne. Ryan Henshaw, the next driver to be looked at as a lap down vehicle. He is in 16th. Ferry's 3. Laps down. Nick Goebel out there running some numbers. Thank you, Nick, for doing what you do out there. Much love to you, brother.
So, you know, we've gotten...
Caution comes out. That should be your stage in.
Caution.
Yeah, that should be your stage in right there for lap 60 as 59 is worked around. Cody McKinney would be your stage 2 winner. So that makes two different stage ends here for the drivers. All right, caution comes out. Payne, Van Scoik, TJ Hanley. I do believe all those drivers involved. We'll take a look at what happened here as they make it work. Thanking everybody out there for doing what you do. Make sure you reach up, hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, on whatever platform you're watching. Much love to you. 2 shakes.
I'm nervous if you can't tell.
You're good, buddy. Don't worry about being nervous. You're good. All righty, here we go. Let's see. I want to go back and take a look at this one right here. This is on 53 for the 17. He and Mr. Van Scoy kind of got into each other here a little bit. I wanted to see what happened and see where that was going. Everybody's coming up pit road. Oh, he kind of just
17 got loose up the track, yep. And then the 16 looks like 30, whatever that car was, had nowhere to go, so he ran right into the front left of him. Both probably have major damage.
Tell you what, the 23 of the GOAT Racing machine himself. Here's what happened to TJ Hanley. This is what brought out the caution. This was on 58. Do believe.
You see the 31's on the outside of the 41.
Oh, he hit the turtle.
And the 41 goes on the turn and completely hits into the 31. Which is the thing, because if you go slightly below that turn right there, your car will wash up the track, which is why it's so precise here at Martinsville.
Martinsville has these rumble or these hard bankings right there where the grass is, and once you get into the corner here, so watch the 31. I'm going to chase this view here. Right there, you watch the 41. He's going to be dropping into the corner here, and when he drops into the corner, he's got the line down. He just gets a little bit up into the ground.
Yeah, right there, a little bit, and then that could look like it has something to do with it.
And he gets him. Well, these trucks turn around a little bit too easily, in my opinion. But that's the way it is. Restart time to get the spiciness. We like spicy. Hashtag spicy to chat. Thank you very much to everybody out
when
there.
We look at this one, we see Chris Hacker RV in third after being spun out leading. So we can see how strong he is. Maybe that truck experience has helped him a bit get back up to the front.
He came in on 44. That was his pit lap, and that was the lap that he kind of looped around on. We talk about braking zones and how hard you're going to have to get in there. That's exactly where it is. Ryan Henshaw, your lucky dog. He comes back around. He was 2 laps down. Now is 1 lap down. Van Squik into pit road. He's going to be leaving pit road. As far as the drive line goes, there's no fast repair. It's just all about getting yourself into the mix. Folks, if you haven't done so, make sure that you do that. We all know that that's my most famous screen right now, so that way I can check some session stats. Appreciate you very much.
All right, we're out to go to the green, and Chris Hacker chose the outside, so Chris Hacker now on the front row.
McKinney, Hacker, 04 of Gimbal, McCarty, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a green flag's going to wave. Back at it through the gears.
Oh, the one got about an equal restart to the 33. 33 drops back behind them and washed up the track, and now he gets a good run, and looks like that one got about half a car length. But you know, Chris Hacker is so strong here, even took the lead earlier, so let's watch out for Chris Hacker in these closing stages.
The drive line important. Joel Conley trying to work his way back up there as well. The top 3, you can throw a blanket over, but here's 4, 5, and 6. McCarty to the outside. Here's that drive line. This is where we talk about having a good run off the corner is super important. Right now, the 99 is going to have to run into the corner. Locks up the tires. You watch that happen right there.
Oh, when he goes up the track.
Good save by both of those drivers right there. The 51 could have gotten into him, but didn't. So McCarty and Conley going to lose some ground here as they start to work up. That's going to be huge tire wear. 20 of Zimmerman trying to make some things work here as they roll through the corners. Into the corner they go. Here's a look from the rearview mirror. This is a lot of what you see. A lot of driving by watching who's behind you. Where do you need to be as far as the line goes? How do you defend? How do you hold on? And how do you make it work? Right now, top 5. Still making over 20 of Zimmerman looking for Slover to put himself in there. Tyler Brown, fastest lap of the race, 19.56 for the number 2.
Here we got yeah, like you said, there's like a so specific line you have to run here at Martinsville. Like, you know, maybe at Bristol you can make the outside line work, even at Dover. But here at Martinsville, you cannot run the outside line and be fast. You really have to run the inside line extremely perfectly and know when to match that gas off the corner. And another thing with this is one of the only short ovals where you will shift. Maybe you'll shift at Phoenix and stuff, but sometimes people shift, sometimes people don't, especially when you're going into the corners, when your revs get really low and you might want to shift and you might not want to.
Tire wear starting to put some rubber down. You're going to start seeing the concrete here enter the corners get a little bit darker and darker throughout the race here. This is true to form and true to fashion when it comes to the real race line, and of course here on the simulator, and you're starting to see with that grip down on the bottom. There's no PJ compound here, no virtual PJ1. So these trucks are actually putting all of the lines in that they need here, and you're starting to see them get faster. Chris Hacker being passed by Tyler Brown.
Chris Hacker got passed by the 2, and then here comes the 04. Maybe he wants to make a move, maybe he doesn't, but who knows. And Chris Hacker actually got passed by the 2 car. Now the 2 car can go work towards that 1 car who's been very strong. Who's been very strong on this run.
Tyler Brown came in on lap 60, got tires. That was when the stage end came. Cody Mckinney came in on 27, so he's going to be trying to push as much of that truck as he can right now. Save a little bit of fuel, save a little bit of tires. It's great to be out front, but right now, fresh tires try to track him down 1.3 seconds and gaining. We're seeing
how old are Chris's tires compared to everyone else in the
44. He came in at lap 44. So the race leader came in on 27. You've got 16 lap fresher tires of Tyler Brown. Brandon Zimmerman came out on 60 as well, so he's starting to track down. When it comes to the drive line here, tires are a factor, but if you can get the run off the corner, that's what's going to be happening, and utilize some of that experience here. Lapping, we're talking about 80% fuel here too. That makes the truck a little bit lighter, makes it harder to turn into the corner when it comes to utilizing that rear grip.
Yeah, definitely. And, that's the thing about Martinsville. Good racing and, all the things, but, it's all about consistency. Because you can run a run in 2 good laps, and you can mess up a few places, maybe other places. But with the way that Martinsville is, if you rest off the track a little bit, you might lose your rear tires. And it's super, super hard to regain positions. And that's why we have to look up front. That's why we got to applaud Chris, honestly. Even though he might be in 3rd place at the moment, he still spun on lap 1, came on pit road for tires, and now look at him. He's back in the top 5.
Caution comes out.
Oh, caution.
And looks like Donald Bennett involved. We will take a look and see what happens. Of course, and always, we love our caution sponsor. And we have yet to give out the helicopter award. Let's see if we can do that this time. All righty, so here's what happened. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast for being a part of it. You can find them on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, and all the major wherever you get your podcasts from. You can find them there. They also have a Facebook and a YouTube page. Much love to the folks out there. Here it is. This is the 41 and the 18. 18 looks like he is angled towards that wall. I haven't pressed play. Oh, he's just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like
slow.
41 has got slow.
Something happened.
41 has something go wrong. Oh, the 41 washed up the track. And lost it. We saw Chris do something earlier, except.
Let's see what happened. I think I want to back up here just a moment. Oh, I see what happened. Same thing. Hard to the brakes right here. It started the turn before. So here's 3 and 4. He gets into the track. Oh. Everybody doing the same thing. The 41, 18 goes around, 99 goes around. So the 41 was trying to do his darndest to get himself back into the corner. And then that little bit of a high line right there sends him around the corner, and ouch. Radiator damage can happen real quick right there from hitting the nose. We will quite possibly see what's happening. All right, there's the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman. He's in 3rd. Chris Hacker is going to be in 2nd here. Tyler Brown is your race leader. Cody McKinney.
So what do you do here? Do you pit for tires? Do you not?
80 laps to go in what I've seen right now. We've got a mix of drivers on different strategies. Dustin Slover came to pit road on lap 17, so he's still working for fuel here. And track position, we'll see kind of where the restart is. But this is where you start getting into that dangerous area where your tires might be losing some grip, but you might have a little bit better restart. Brand new tires, your cold tires are tough to restart. And if I look at the weather here, track temperature right now 68 degrees, somewhat matching the air temperature, but these tires like to run at 110 degrees. From my experience, at the few sims I've done, like friends' houses and stuff, especially here at Martinsville, back to the whole line thing, it's really easy to, log up the tires and stuff. But like you said, it's so important. As you see Chris going to the bottom, which was the 14, the outside line. It's so important to keep your tires warm, especially here at Martinsville. Cold tires are very hard to put into the corner and get a good outside. That's why you see people, Steven and Bobbin, a lot more in Martinsville than other places. Tyler Brown, your race leader. He's the inside line. Slover to the outside. Hacker behind. Conley's there. And this is where the pros restart, right on the back bumper of the 2 to give him a good bump. Right there. See how he gives him a bump. Boom. Going.
Boom, right there. Boom, boom. I think got loose then on the restart, but the 14 goes up the track a bit.
14 on the oldest tires here. Pulls up second here. Is going to drop into the bottom. This is going to be difficult for the 14. Little bump and run from the 33. 99 to the outside. Hacker and Conley side by side. That was a heck of a hold off. The 14 was able to hold on to that line, but he's going to run a little bit higher here as the 33 backs up the corner, gets back to the bottom, and is able to get into the corner. 99 is going to be right there. 14 is going to be up the line. The older tires not able to hold on to the newer tires. There's 27 lap different tires here as they make that work. 2 of Tyler Brown, your race leader.
Like you said, it's actually, so all the tires are good, like super old tires that you feel on the 14 are newer, you're definitely going to get past. And Chris said himself in this interview, he wasn't be scared to bump around people. That's the thing here at Martinsville. You can't be scared to put your elbows out and get people out the way, because if you do that, you'll be scared as you see the 14 watch up the track.
14's trying to get himself to pit road here, I think. I think that's exactly where he needed to be. It looked like he was trying to come to pit road. He slows way up. Michael Payne will start to close down to that distance. Charles Van Scoik right there as well. The number 23 driving that Ford F-150. Daniel Ferry up a spot as they go around. I saw the 31 get in there. Saw TJ Hanley get involved there. Saw the relative changing. 8th caution of the race. When the racing's good, the racing's good. And they're getting good. Getting spicy.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those races where good bumping and banging racing as well as good tire strategies, all the things you want to see in a good Martinsville race.
Absolutely. Chris Martin and Ellis White, thank you for the links out there on Facebook. Much love to you. Let's drop into the corner. Caution. We'll find this one.
I gotta do this more often.
Oh, it is getting interesting. All right, I think we have a helicopter award worthy one here. All right, let's take a look. Here's where the 31 is, and he gets into the corner. Oh, the 8 got to him.
The 8. Oh my goodness! You have to think. Did the 8 lock up there, or was there something reciprocate? Did something happen before that?
Kind of want to see. I think this was just the drive line in. I think here's the 31 into the corner.
He just locked up the tires. I don't think that was anything intentional right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daniel just had a run in the corner right here, and
had a run. He tried to dive bomb, and the 31 came down a bit, and then the 8 locked up the tires trying to get out the way.
All good stuff. All right, we're gonna give it the best award in all of iRacing. You could win a championship, and it'd be super cool, but to get a helicopter award, it's absolutely amazing. Much love to you, folks. We love the helicopter award. All right. Wasn't it really all that big of a helicopter, but it was more sideways there than some of the other folks. So we still haven't seen the patented up the Martinsville wall yet. So, and I say yet because it could happen.
Don't jinx it.
Need a spicy emoji. I tell you what, I'll make that. I'll make a little Tabasco dancing around emoji for the old Twitch channel. I will do that.
We drink Chris earlier. Don't drink someone else now.
Hey, you know what? It happens. It happens. Tyler Brown, your race leader. Chris Hacker in second. Joel Conley in third. Brandon Zimmerman, the man himself, driving the Roasted Gems. Speaking of which,
who are you picking out of the top 5 to win?
I'm picking Cody Mckinney. Cody Mckinney. I know that we want to root for the NASCAR. And somebody who does this for a living, but Cody McKinney's fast, super fast. Either Cody McKinney or Brandon Zimmerman. I think that would be the 2 drivers that I'd be looking at here.
You gave good points, but I run the fan club account, so I have to Chris Hacker. I mean, he runs this place real good. He's on extremely old tires, so it's going to be interesting to see how he runs at this restart right here.
44 lap old tires. I'm sorry, 48 lap old tires right now. 92 of 160. We're over halfway through this one, and you know that they want to run. And they've got those horses ready to go too. 99, 33, 1.
Back on this bumper. From a bump right there.
He was trying to hold on, make sure that he got into the corner the right way, too, to the inside, 99 to the outside, Hacker to the bottom. Drive off. It's going to be a little bit spicy. 99, a little wall tap there. 33 back to the inside, trying to roll. The battle rages on. The 99 right there with him.
Take a watch at the track, and you see that 99. 99, I think, is on fresher tires, so it's going to be an interesting battle to see. As you see, Chris might be catching the tooth here. I don't know. As you see the one of McKinney getting passed by the 20.
Brandon Zimmerman, Cody Mckinney, side by side. This was what happened earlier. 20 did the same thing. 0-4 of Jaden Gimbel behind. Nothing wrong with Jaden either. Jaden's super fast driver there to the outside. One of McKinney still trying to make it work. Highlight run for Brandon Zimmerman and Cody McKinney. Down low they go. Who's going to be able to make this work? Who's going to make it stick? They all came in. See, Brandon Zimmerman came in on lap 60, but Cody McKinney passing on the outside came in on 78. 18 lap fresher tires plus a restart in there. He's going to pick up fourth from the outside.
And yeah, like you said, Cody McKinney was fast all day. I think how many laps has he got today?
31 laps total led.
And he won the stage earlier. I expect to see him up front by the end of this race.
But with 31 laps led, he hasn't been back up front since the stage end, so he's still trying to work. 97 of 160. Oh, 99 around.
Oh.
He's able to save it. Nice job by the 99.
That got scary there for a second.
Joe Conley made it. He probably had a pucker moment there as he holds on. He drifted it sideways, back and forth, and now he's ready to rock and roll. The 8 of Daniel Ferry right behind. He's trying to make up some ground as well. Different strategies for a lot of the drivers. Levi McCarty, one of those drivers. I talk about Levi, not just because of his paint scheme, but he's been one of the most consistent, fast drivers that I've seen. Just been getting wrapped up in a few things as of late, so now he's going to be able to try to make that work. Tyler Brown in the 2 is out front. Chris Hacker, Cody McKinney. We talk about McKinney. And here he is. He's right back on the back bumper of the 33.
Right on the back of Chris Hacker. So he, yeah, like you said, he's really fast. He's been Cody from what he did.
Tell you what, caution comes out here. 9th of the race is 100 is the magic number for that caution. It is it's interesting. It really is. We're gonna go and see. This happened back here with Daniel Ferry, I do believe, or not Daniel, Brian Ferry. Sorry about that. He had the 90 to the outside. This is the 17, and I'm sorry, the 90 to the outside, 17 to the inside of Michael Payne. We'll take a look here real quick. Boom.
Looks like the 19 got up into the side, and then he tried to go inside, and he came down. Yeah. Honestly, it looks like more racing incidents. It looked like that the 90, right, on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was.
Yep.
90, it looks like the 90 got loose into the corner. He was rather slow outside. The other one, like at Martinsville, you see an opportunity, you have to take it, no matter what. And he saw opportunity, tried to close the door. Happened. Like you see. He got into the corner racing the 17.
23 drop.
Loose.
Yeah. 23 drops into the corner.
And then,
yep. Good astute. That's a good astute judgment right there. Nothing wrong with that line. The only thing that does is shake up who the lucky dog is. Epic save.
Now you have to think. Who will take tires? Who will not take tires?
Well, the drivers have a total of 4 sets of tires. There's plenty of traffic to get through. A lot of the drivers have been to pit road. Tyler Brown's been to pit road 6 times. Your race leader.
Chris, I think.
Yeah, Cody McKinney's only been to pit road twice, and he got tires both times. Levi McCarty came 3 times. He took tires this last time. Chris Hacker came to pit road. He went and took tires. Jaden Gimbel took tires. The only driver who didn't take tires, Joey McKinney.
The first person on fresh tires will be fourth.
Freshest tires are going to be at, well, Tyler Brown on 60. Cody Mckinney, he came in on 78. Levi McCarty on 78. Dustin Slover came in on 89. Chris Hacker in on 100. Jaden on 100 as well. So we're going to see a whole lot of difference here. These drivers are going to be warming up those tires. Tyler Brown, he's holding on for dear goodness here. We talked about him coming on lap 60, so he's got about 43 laps on those tires, 2 restarts, some right side damage, some just epicness going on with that number 2 HMG Innovations Chevy Silverado. Manufacturers: Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota for the top 5. Now they're going to be lights off on the pace car. Man, oh man, oh man.
I mean, this race is going to be interesting. We got the new tire. We got the new tires on the second row, if I'm correct. And we have the 43, 44, I think is that lap old. And you have the 14. So this race should be interesting. You see the pace car come down pit road.
Payne was your lucky dog. Henshaw will be 2 laps down. He will be looking for that next position. We've got it green. 2 gets a good restart right there. Cody McKinney was not on the back bumper of the 2 there. 3 wide and out of the corner exit here. Woo! Getting dicey.
All right, 3 to... Shacker made it with the bottom, almost.
Had a heavy break there. Had a heavy break there. 3 wide, a little right side. Maybe a little scrape. He'll be all right. Little recovery is going to happen. Cody McKinney going for the lead here. He was into the corner a little awkward, and I think that's what made him go up the racetrack. He was trying to get to the back bumper, trying to get to the middle portion of that bumper. If you would bump and run, you're going to bump and run from the middle portion to the left side of the bumper, but you're not going to really get yourself into the corner like that. He was a little high on the corner. Once he tapped the brakes, he was washing up the racetrack a little bit. Jaden Gimbel in 3rd, Dustin Slover in 4th, Levi McCarty in 5th. Right now, Joe Conley and the 33 are going to be battling back here as well. Levi making moves. Dustin's up there as well. These drivers on these new tires, they're really holding it. 51 gives a good bump. 99 to the inside. That check up right there. Holy cow.
Yeah, like I said, the 30, the classic bump and run, the Martinsville move, as people like to call it. The thing with new tires, once those things get fresh, and the 33 goes around.
Little wiggle. Hacker around here on the number 33. He's fine. He was able to.
Got it in him or something.
I think that was just a little bit wiggle right there off the corner exit. Caution, folks. And that is where that is. The drive line, the way it is, go Gimbal, park it in Victory Lane. He says Chris Zalesny. Appreciate you out there. All right, here's what happened.
Chris on the inside of the 51.
And we'll go right here. So the 51's right there, trying to keep it off the wall. How about a little net code? We'll go a long way.
51 legal, put it down and put Chris and snapped up into the wall, which I think the 51 got loose, but I don't know for sure. If you look,
I think
run off the corner.
I think the 51 right here gets himself right here. He's trying to keep himself a little bit away from the wall right there. And we talk about how this wall is damaging. He's trying to keep a foot away, not try to get into the 33. But if I look at where the 51 gets into the 33, how about a little quarter speed right here? Yeah, he's going to hit him a little bit. But watch the save. Watch the 33 save this one right here.
Amazing. This is where being a veteran NASCAR driver helps. Like he might have kissed the wall a bit, right?
You get a little right rear damage. That won't do anything for these trucks, but he's able to stop right there. That's the big portion. He didn't spin all the way back around. So Levi's going to the back. Tyler Brown is going to be your race leader, and he's been able to hold off McKinney for a minute here.
Yeah. If Chris doesn't get top 3, we still have to. we still have to say anything for some. We have to find the reason too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to do it because it'll probably be the only person I ever do this. Actually, I think I've done it to Brennan Poole. How about we give him a helicopter award because he went around, he saved it best, and he was the one that was the furthest around. So there it is.
This is when having the NASCAR experience, like I said, helps.
Tyler Brown, your race leader. A lot of work left to do. 113 of 160. We will have 47 laps to go. This time by, when we go back to green flag racing, it should be 45. Charles Van Scoik, Hacker, coming back to pit road. I think, well, it looked like he was coming back to pit road. I wouldn't doubt it if he got a little more of that damage. He did get that damage repaired. Something to think about when they come to pit road like that and they work on that on these vehicles a little bit on whether or not any of that damage can be fixed that quickly on Martinsville. I've seen Martinsville be tough for drivers in all forms and fashions, but does it play a factor when it comes to the roll off when you need to get some things fixed? Right now, it's insane.
I mean, yeah, it is insane. Pace car dies at pit road. We got the 2, we got the 04. McKinney behind. This is going to be an interesting restart right here.
2 gets in it. Green flag waves. We're back at it.
An amazing restart right there. 04 clears them by at least a car length. The 04 down a bit.
Full send into the corner to 04. 04 pulls that inside corner. These drivers were battling a little bit earlier. Right now, Cody Mckinney trying to hold off the 20 of Zimmerman and Slover behind him. Tyler Brown still holding on to the lead, 116 of 160. He's led the most laps today so far, and he's done so with the oldest tires in the book. Came in on lap 60, still trying to make it work. And caution comes out, Hanley involved.
We got a caution coming out. We got. Oof. We can all take a breath. We can all take a respective breath as we see. Oh, we see him. I think it's his second incident today.
TJ Hanley involved. Caution. Dark Horizon says, I feel like the 2 is going to get some left rear damage from the 1 before the end of this. I don't know. Maybe. We might see that. I don't know.
As in, bump and runs, but like you have to make sure not to anger a driver or they'll I guess they're not really in real life, so what would they do? I mean, we saw a fight at Martinsville in the Xfinity race. What would the iRacing equivalent be?
Try to find somebody, I guess. I don't know. 71's there. Here's the 33 to the bottom side.
I know. Here we go.
Oh, he was just a little bit low. Oh, man. 33 gets into him. I think we'll have to back that up just a little bit there. I want to see how the run progressed into the corner. 71 was to the inside. I think the 33 was trying to exit. Here is 31 to the high side. 71's there to the bottom. 71 gets a great drive off the line. 33's right behind him, trying to exit. Oh, it gets into the gas and little tap to the 31. 51 able to get out of the brakes.
Saved by Chris there.
Great save by the 51 of McCarty behind as well. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to go right here. Little cockpit view from the 51. Here is a good view of how this was progressing. Watch the drive into the corner. 51 sees it, watches the line. They get into each other. Whoop! Whoa,
we got a little bit of damage.
A little bit of left side, but hey, I'd rather take a little bit of left side than right side. Right side damage will force some issues here that you don't want to have. Jaden Gimble, your race leader, 04 as the 2 comes to pit road. Tyler Brown finally getting those tires on 117. Brandon Zimmerman, Dustin Slover, Joey McKinney, Daniel Ferry, Mike Campbell, Chris Hacker, Tyler Brown, Cody McKinney, and Joel Conley. That'll be your top 10.
Hacker's still battling. He's been in 2 incidents today. He's still battling. See, he's a bit of left rear damage, I think it looks like. Left rear keys. It's the thing of Martinsville. You can have a completely damaged car and still be competitive.
It's going to be a ton of fun to see how this one ends. 40 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line to complete 120. 04 will take the inside lane on the restart here. Lights should be off on the pace car. Zimmerman on the outside, Slover on the inside. Joey McKinney actually will be on the inside. Slover will be on the outside. A lot of ground to be made up. Man, oh man.
I mean, this is what Martinsville's all about, man.
Pace car's in. Hey, that's it. Pace car's in. It's full send. 04, 20, 14, 18. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Flat part of the track. Start, restart zone. Green flag.
20 not leading for the first time. I just see the 04 going to the lead. Amazing camera angle. We got amazing camera angles we got here. We got, you know, I'm tripping up.
It's all good. It's all good.
The 04 got an amazing restart there. I mean, he has the fresher tires, you would expect, but he actually got from the outside lane. Let's see how long this 20 will survive on those old tires. Or maybe he will come back. Who knows?
Top three came in on 100. Slover's the driver that is on the oldest tires in the field, and he is in fourth right now. He came in on 89. Joey McKinney running his fastest lap of the race, 19.82. Jaden Gimbel. Whoa, holy cow, 18 up the racetrack. He's going to hold on to it. Caution's going to come out. Joey McKinney was in full send mode there. And what a...
The back, and I don't get loose.
And then some right side, left side nose damage here for the 33. 18 was right there.
I saw him get loose on the back stretch, and I think he spun into the inside wall, but I don't know for sure.
We'll take a look.
Got the corner.
That's the way it is.
Corner of my eye.
Here it is. Caution. They are phenomenal on fuel. They'll be able to make it to the end. 80% fuel for Martinsville. And if you think about how many laps they run on a full tank on a 1.5 mile track, roughly about 40 to 43. If you times that by 3, you'll be good to go. I believe pretty much everybody coming up here road. Here's what happened to the 33 here. The 2 is to the back bumper, 8 to the outside. 8 got some net code to the 33. Whoa. Man.
Down and Chris completely lost it.
That's what brought out the caution. Joey McKinney as well. He hit the apron right there that slowed him way up. Here's what happened to him into the corner here. I think he locked up the brakes. He did, and he hit the turtle.
Yeah.
Good save for him. That is not what brought out the caution.
Feeling. Yeah, I saw Chris and how much damage does he look like he has?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's Martinsville. You could be a modified here.
I remind the Brad Keselowski once ran this race without the no front, so you know it's not completely out of the question.
Nerds doing nerd things, getting the getting their money. You aren't lying, but it happens. I mean, we see cautions in races. We've seen it. Here's the thing about Martinsville. Either you're going to get a bunch of cautions or you're going to have somebody that's going to go out and dominate and everybody's going to run single file. One of the two. And even with the way that Martinsville kind of works, when the racing's there, the racing's good. Hacker comes to pit road. Daniel Ferry is your race leader, the number 8 truck. Tyler Brown in that second spot. Papa Bear back out there in the number 71. Biggest mover of the race at 13 spots as the ex-Rocker 71 making it work.
And this McKinney still up there at the top 10. Like you said, you picked him, I don't know, maybe 20 or so laps ago. I mean, he's been strong. He's been staying up there in the top 10. I look to him to be towards the front at the end of this race.
Martinsville is notorious for netcode on iRacing for those who are out there thinking about putting this on their schedule. So make sure that you kind of tell your drivers and tell all the folks that are out there that this is what happens. You're going to have netcode. And there's nothing to really... This is one of the smallest tracks, one of the tighter tracks that you're going to see. And it does make for some interesting racing, that's for sure. Pace cars in.
Pace cars in, and we have the
Green flag, we're ready. Ferry, Brown, Campbell.
Whoa.
Big jump, 3 wide on the exit.
There's something wrong with this set. Looks like he spun the tires. I didn't know if he has a flat. He has been, he lost about 5 positions just a second ago.
Ooh, man. They're making me nervous. Zimmerman to the inside, down to the bottom. 20, bump and run to the inside. That was a light bump and run. I think that was more of a netcode bump and run. The battle rages on for 5th and 6th. 0-4 right there behind. Hard into the brakes, keeps himself out of the truck. 71, we talk about how you can get loose off the corner. That's exactly what it was right there. 20 to the back of the 51, 71, working his way up top. Yeah, he says, I'm going way up high. I gotta get out of that for a second. Daniel Ferry, your race leader, 2 out of the corner. 3 of McKinney, restarted 5th. He is right there in 3rd now. I'm sorry, the 1 of McKinney. He gets himself right there. 99 of Joel Conley, fast all race long as well.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the thing of Martinsville. You'll find people who, started 5th, 6th, 8th. You'll see them up here right up front. I mean, it all depends on how you strategize your race and how you run your race. That's it. If you don't make any big mistakes, you're in for a good treat. As you see the 2 on just the bumper of the 1 car here, or the who has it up. I can't tell. It's always 8.
The 2, little bump to the 8. He was bump drafting. That's what that was. That was Martinsville paperclip bump drafting right there. 8, 2, 1, 99, 51 as they come around. This time around, they'll make it 25 laps to go. Brought to you by HMG Innovations, the Ivrl Pinkett Ford Series tomorrow. You'll be able to check them out on Turn 3 Broadcasting. You can find them on YouTube, too, to the inside of the 8, or trying to approach the inside.
Of the 8, trying to. Looks like he'll...
Free around 1 into the 2. Caution.
Wow. And that's the thing with Martinsville. You make it, especially with those old tires, you may make a move on the outside of someone. That's what happens, as you see. I think the 1 car is leading now, huh? McKinney leading?
I believe I will wait. I think Ferry's going to be your race leader. I think that is where that happened. We'll go back and take a look at what happened there. That was interesting to watch.
What a sequence of events.
Move over Miami. Here it is.
Miami.
Yeah, that's what. You got to get Martinsville. All right, here is the 8 and the 2. So the 2 had a great run into the corner. He was going to make that stick. Watch this far chase view right here. 2 was already there. 8 was up high. 2 was going to make that stick. He was going to be there. But watch the corner exit. He gets into the gas a little aggressively, goes around, and the... Yeah,
and 1 car, maybe some slight left front damage, but that's the thing. You make an aggressive move, but you can't get on the throttle too early. Other cars will call a spit around like that.
I'd rather run side by side on the inside for another lap than loop myself around. This is why I don't drive Martinsville. Only because I'm just, Ooh.
So, how many laps to go when we caution when we get green flag?
We should have about 2 or 3 laps. You should be good.
How long to go?
We should go back to green on 20.
So 20 laps to go, and so who have we got on our top 5 here? How many laps
It'll be Daniel Ferry, Cody Mckinney, Joel Conley, Jaden Gimbel, Levi McCarty, all those drivers in the top 5. Jaden Gimbel has the freshest tires. Cody Mckinney has 17 lap fresher tires than your race leader right now. He came out at 100. But we're seeing a lot of these drivers come to pit road. We talk about 20 laps. Oh.
Whoa, what the heck? Whoa.
They were coming to pit road there. Van Scoik. Some engine damage now. Something happened there.
If that was intentional or if the 51 just came down on Chris.
That was the 23. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I think he was slow here. There's the 2 to the back. I think the 23 was coming to. I don't know if he was coming to pit road or maybe. I think Chris was coming to pit road.
Yeah.
He was trying to speed up and come to pit road there, and got into the back of the 23, and that is rough.
But that's the thing. I mean, you have to, when you're on pit road, you have to look at your. That's the thing with Martinsville. Lots of mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Your mirrors are the most important thing here at Martinsville.
Good fun for everyone. Hopefully Charles is okay. I know that hopefully he's not out of the race. 33 coming around. 17. Tyler Brown right there in the 12 spot. He's ready to get back up front. Double
right.
file.
Double file. We got the 1, we got the 90, or the 8, whatever. The 2, the 99, the 1, and the 04. This is going to be an interesting restart.
Ferry in the 8 car gets a green. He's gone. 1 behind. Good restart. He was able to time it. 8 got a great launch right there. He timed that green flag like you wouldn't believe. 19 laps to go here as Conley works the outside of McKinney. McKinney still with that left side damage. Gets into the corner. Little bump. Little bumps. Little bumps everywhere.
Little bumps, but we got the 99 out to the back bumper of that one. That's the 2 car. Let's see if he tries to make a move down into any of these corners. I think he tries to stay behind this turn. As you see, the 1 getting a good run now. The 1 passes the 44 and might go 3 wide here. And the 51 car passes the 20. There's a 51 car up in the 3rd place now. 20.
Trying to make some things work here. Daniel, fair caution. Caution. Back out here. Dustin Slover in pit lane. Tyler Brown in pit lane. Looks like some things happened there. I'm not quite sure what happened. We will see. Crashes. Ooh. Right here?
I think so, yeah.
71 loop around back here. Hold on. Let's see. Excuse me.
Make sure you hydrate too.
Oh, I know. Martinsville's it's just like dirt racing. When you get out to your regular track and you call it, whoa, oh,
whoa. Everything got loose off the corner there, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think he was just a little bit sideways there, and it was enough for iRacing to be like, we're good, we're going. Throw caution. 16 laps to go here.
Yep.
Oh man, 14th caution of the race, 160 laps of pure insane fun. Martinsville is one of those tracks, and folks ask me all the time, do you like Martinsville as a track? I don't like it. Not because I don't like calling the race. I like calling the races. I don't like it as a track for me. I'm bad at this track.
You like the racing, you like the commentating, but you don't like racing it.
No, yes, absolutely. No.
That makes sense.
I'm bad on the brakes. I like my 1.5-mile tracks and my Bristol and my Dover. I like that.
Bristol's my favorite track, so I feel you there.
Bristol is a lot of fun, especially in the trucks. B cars are pretty fun at Dover.
You barely have to brake. You can just basically lift off into the point.
I like the trucks at Bristol because the high line is very important there, and being able to egg shape it into the corner and find the exit on the low line, but utilize that high line as your defense is just it's a ton of fun. That's what makes it fun for me. Dover's a braking track that I like. Let's see, Truck Series. As far as Truck Series goes, those are my 2 favorite short tracks for that. My favorite overall track is Chicagoland, and love that track. But I live near Kansas. You know what I mean? So I can go to Kansas Raceway or Kansas Speedway and watch that all the time. But Martinsville's just, I leave it to these guys to do this because they make it entertaining, and it's just it's exciting to see.
I went to playoff Martinsville race 2021, so that was interesting.
You went to the playoff race in 2020?
2021.
The 2021?
Martinsville
Nice.
Playoff.
Very nice.
The hack race. You know it has.
Oh.
I actually have a video of that laps before when they were battling. I saw it happening the entire way. I'm just that good. Anyway, we're about to get to the restart.
I was pretty excited about Martinsville in, what was it, 2015. I believe that was what it was. I was there for the old Logano stuff. Logano, Kenseth.
That's been interesting. Anyway, we got to the restart.
8's ready, 99 to the outside, 1's ready to go. Green flag waves. We're back at it. They need a great 10 laps. You are not lying.
And the one. Both everybody got a good restart there. To the 99 trying to take the outside line. The 2 trying to fight, and I think the 99 just cleared the 2. So we got the 99 new leader here, and the 2 tries to, and no, it's close but no cigar, and we have a new leader in the 99.
Cody Mckinney still trying to work 88. Or I'm sorry, the 8 of Ferry. That's your second spot right there. He has got all that damage on the side of that truck, but he is still trying to make it work. Right there, Jaden Gimble to the back bumper of the 1. He's going to work that inside. Watch the drop in here for the 1. He's going to roll that bottom line. Oh, man. 9 laps to go. It's not over. Don't hold your breath. It's falling. And here's the 33 to the outside of the 18. He's not done either. He says, let's go. Oh, that come from Days. They're going.
Oh, we got a big crash on the front stretch here.
Oh, man.
Christian, another incident.
I'll feel for the NASCAR driver right now.
He's been in the one with the most incidents today. I don't know if that's just, we jinxed him. It was our fault. We jinxed him earlier. We jinxed him.
Here's what happened, folks. Let's back up. He had a run on the outside. He had a great line there, and so did Cody. Joey McKinney in the 18. Both of these drivers.
Yeah, he was on the outside. He had a really, really good run into the 18. Look at the 14 slowed up ahead of them. And the 18... Oh, that's net code. That's net code. There's no way that's not net code.
Hold on. There's 3 things that happened here. Let's far chase this one.
All right. So, yeah, to see the
33 there to the outside. Still trying to make that work. Right there's the run. Gets the drive line off the corner. He's right there. He's free. 18's free.
He got free, yeah.
They're all free. Well, not only is the 33 free, but the 31 of TJ Hanley's free as well off the corner. Watch this right here.
How many X's does Chris have now?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I didn't know if you could do that.
I can tell you off tracks, but I can't tell you incident points. That's the only thing that I can't tell you. But I don't think there's a limit, so I think we're good. Hashtag spicy. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Spiciness on the channel. We got 6 laps to go. So when we go back to green, it'll be a natural green-white checkered here.
So anything goes here. Expect to see lots of rubbing and bumping. We expect to see some interesting things.
Joe Conley in the 99. Daniel Ferry in the 8 truck in second. Lucky dog here.
How many wins do the top 5 have in total? Anybody looking for their first win?
I believe Conley's we're looking for his first win. That's what I'm checking out here.
Conley is leading, right? Conley leading?
Yep. Let's take a look. Pull their points up here. Hold on, 2 shakes. Playoff stats. So let's see. Cody McKinney has a race win. Nick Goebel, Charlie Mosley has a win. Daniel Ferry locked in. Mike Payne and Andy Munday. I do believe that was that's Truck Series. I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure.
Let's go. Those are always interesting stories, so let's go.
Cody McKinney just trying to be dominant here. I think that's one of his biggest things.
Anyway, so I didn't mean to make you go through a trouble. I'll just ask. So, pick Conley, but top 5, who do you pick?
Cody McKinney.
Immediately, Cody McKinney.
Or Jaden Gimbel, or Brandon Zimmerman.
I was going to pick Gimbel.
Well, here's the thing. Conley, Daniel Ferry, when they restart here with the green, and this will be basically a natural green-white checkered. If they wreck each other, somebody in the back, these back five right here are going to, it's full send. That's what it is. We're going to see overtime for sure. You ain't lying.
All right, let's see. We have first win on the inside possibly, and we have the 9 on the outside. We're about to get to the green white checker, and here we go. Let's see who gets a good restart.
Conley got a great restart. Ferry backs up the corner.
No.
Gimbel to the outside. The race line is on. Conley looking for a white flag here. The 99 rules the corner. 3 and 4 busy behind him. He has no shame in his game.
Caution, we should be good.
No caution.
No caution. They take the white flag. 1 lap to go, and you have the 99 leading by a good few seconds as long as he doesn't screw anything up. We got Jaden Gimbel here the second.
They are wrecking in the back. 99, 04.
They wreck in the back. We got 99. We got 04. 04 tries to make it to the inside wrong thing, and here it comes to the checkered flag. 99 wins. Whatever. His name is right.
Joe Conley wins it here, and the 04 will come home second. McKinney will be in third.
And this will be Conley's first win here.
Hey, Joe Conley at the he started fifth.
Oh, okay.
Through some work, through a lot of pushing and a lot of bumping. He's got a pretty decently clean truck, but right now an opportunity.
The first win for Conley, right? If I'm correct.
I do believe so. I'm looking back over the stats here.
Got her.
Good run. Jay says there's Trevor Zalesny out there rooting on Gimbel. Celebratory time for the drivers.
Conley, I think, gets his first Truck Series win. That's going to be an amazing story. Can't wait to hear this interview.
And we will let it roll. That was there was a whole lot that happened in the back there. We'll take a look at the white flag. Actually, I think it was Joey McKinney got involved here. Here's that white flag incident here. They're at the end.
Oh wait, see what happened?
They were there to the outside. 18 drops into the corner. 33. Oh, 18. That's what happened. He hit the curb. He hit the curb. And then behind all that,
looks like there was some more stuff that happened.
Oh yeah, 32 to the inside. 3 wide. 14 was there. Holy cow!
Expect from Martinsville. This is a crazy finish.
Oh man! All right, Joe Conley, your race winner here. Here's your race results. Get rid of some extra graphics here that we don't need. Joe Conley, Jaden Gimbel, Cody Mckinney is going to be your top 3. Daniel Ferry, Brandon Zimmerman, all the way through 5th. Mr. Hacker rebounds, finishes in 6th. Ryan Henshaw, TJ Hanley, Michael Payne, Michael Campbell Jr. will finish in 10th. Slover McCarty, Joey McKinney will finish in 13th. Tyler Brown, Mr. Van Scoik, Daniel Ferry, and Donald Bennett. That will be your 17 drivers. And Nick Goebel, the man himself, out there running the numbers for us. Thank you, Nick, for what you do. Much love to you, my friend. And we always appreciate you. Joel Conley is going to be your race winner. And we're going to pull him in and have a little chitty chat with him tonight. 99, how you doing, brother?
Hey, man, what's up?
You win!
Congratulations on your first win,
it's
man.
my first truck win.
Yeah, so take us, crazy restart there. Take us through the restart, the last 2 laps there.
So the last restart, my only goal was to keep that one truck pinned behind the 8. And that happened. I feel bad for Cody because I think he may have had the fastest truck. But, yeah, I'm here to win races, not make friends. So we kind of pinned him back there and ended up getting the win.
I saw that running. They asked me who my pick to win with 20 laps to go was, and I said Cody because he's been the one that passes on the outside. He's been the one that gets himself in there, and will put the nose where it needs to be. And you didn't sneak this one out though. What I saw out of this one was I saw a very clean restart, very great. I mean, I know that you were looking for that white flag. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, we were restarting in third. I was, and I think that was a real big advantage when I got the lead. So I'm super happy to win here. I'm usually not very good here. So it was a great win for me.
Move over Miami. Joe Conley wins. The Florida native has a fantastic day. Joe, congratulations. It's good to see the Kool-Aid truck get out there and have a ton of fun. Martinsville looked like it was a ton of fun. Regardless of cautions, you guys look like you had fun.
Oh, yeah. We got to race with Truck Series driver Chris Hacker. That was fun for him to show up, and it's great.
Always a ton of fun. Joel, give a shout-out out to my man. It's your time to shine.
Signature Esports, Ivrl. It's my first truck win. These guys are so much fun to race with, so I'm just happy to be here racing.
Buddy, I appreciate you as always, and we'll see you next week. It's gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah, brother.
There it is. I was waiting for it. Yeah. Gotta do it. See ya. That is the 99 rolling
right,
there.
So we got a second place person next, right?
That is going to be Joel Jay Gimbel here, the 04, 7 and 4, Mr. Zalesny, but no sub, man. I tell you what, Jaden, congratulations, P2 finisher. You had to work for that one.
Yeah, I changed my identity tonight. Came out and ran some trucks. Had a lot of fun. Wanted to lay the bumper there at the end on Joel. It would have been a little bit more entertaining, but he just got out in front of me a little bit too far and was really fast all night. Just got caught up in some early stuff and kind of took some horsepower away from the car or the truck. But overall, had a very fun night. It was a lot of fun out there.
Hey, at least it wasn't a modified. Riley, anything for Jay here? You were watching him kind of make his moves and seemingly you were talking about him with that 20 lap to go as well. Riley, you there?
Oh, I'm here. What did you say? I'm sorry.
He's your interview. Go.
Yeah. So you were definitely a fast car out there. I mean, we saw you up there the entire race. So can you describe what happened there at the end? I know I asked this to every person, but it's so interesting to hear everybody's different, perspectives.
I mean, I wish the racing would have been a little bit more aggressive because, I mean, it's all about track position here at Martinsville. And, I mean, if you're not going to lay the bumper into someone there in the winding laps, I mean, you're not going to move. So, I mean, me being back there in P4, I decided to take the high side on the last restart. And I knew it was going to prevail because Joel was the lead car and he initiated the restart there. So I knew I could get a good restart with him. I just got caught up racing the 8 car a little bit too much, and with that all said, I mean, it's Martinsville, it's short track racing. If you're gonna give the bumper to someone, you just got to see it happen in the last 10 laps. I mean, you got to do whatever you got to do to gain those positions, and I just wish. I know it kind of sounds bad. I wish we would have seen a little bit more bump and runs, but other than that, I mean, the car all night was hooked up. I had a blast. I love Martinsville. Gonna race the next gen cars there tomorrow, and I feel like I'm gonna bring something pretty fast tomorrow. Been practicing quite a bit this week, but other than that, great run for this TZR car. I know Trevor's gonna be racing it throughout the season, but just very happy to get a P2 for him.
Jaden, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, my man. Big shout outs to you and the TZR family over there. From myself as well, because I know Trevor gets out there and he roots for
big shout out. Congratulations on the P2.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking the time out of your night to do this, and it was nice talking with you again, Jason.
Always a pleasure. Jay, any more? You got any more shout outs you need to give? I know that you talked about TZR, but I want to make sure that you're all caught up. We always make sure we do that.
Just you guys and all of the IVRL admins, and it's really nice to have these guys that take their time out of their night to race control as well. It makes everything run smoothly. And also just want to give a shout out to the great man up top, God. Sorry, I could have said that a little bit smoother, but yeah, I mean, Lord and Savior, gotta love him.
Hey, you couldn't do it without him in your life, right? That's what I say. Jay, congratulations once again. We'll see you next week, brother.
You bet.
That's the man himself. He drives the 81 normally, but he is He's subbing today. And last but not least, the guy that I picked to win
Cody
this one,
McKinney.
he didn't let me down though. Joel said he purposely stuck you to the bottom.
I mean, signature. I asked him with like 20 laps ago, who you pick? And without a thought, he said Cody McKinney. So you are favorited up here.
Well, yeah. Cody, walk me through this one.
Stayed alive. That's I mean, that's always a plus coming out of Martinsville. But honestly, it was about staying alive, staying out the least amount of trouble. Got some damage there. Had to check up there towards the end on an incident, but nothing major. Still was there for at least a chance at the end.
Well, you've got a stage win in here as well, so good bonus points for you. You've already got a win. I mean, I know that you. I know Martinsville statistically has been a good track for you, and I counted you as my win here. You and Zimmerman were my two. You know, if I were going to see one of these two at the very end put a bump and run on somebody for a win, it was going to be you or the 20 car, and you just didn't really have the opportunity having you restart on the inside behind Aid, who was on older tires, and just no way to grip here in that pretty much natural green white checker that you had.
Yeah, I kind of thought about it after we had made the choose. I thought about it after I can't remember when the last time I saw him on pit road was even. So I knew right then that even if he would have gotten a good launch, it wouldn't have been enough to stay right there with Joel. But yeah, mistakes happen. I mean, that's just
nothing to
it's
sneeze
just
at.
how it happens.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at. He was last on pit road on. It looks like he was on 100. So, but before that, he had a couple of short stints in there that was kind of the way it looked. I pulled up the stint on the bottom. Cody, it's always a pleasure, man. I know that the racing gets tough and the tough gets going, and Martinsville is either going to be really, really fun or really, really, really chaotic. And tonight it was kind of a great mix of both, where you guys were just door banging, and you know, net code was a huge problem today.
Yeah, lots of net code today.
But I've been noticing that Martinsville is, being that it is that short of a track and very tight corners, that it can be that way, and because you put on an entertaining race. And where are we going next week? That's where we want to see. Where are we going next week? Are we going dirt slinging?
Dirt racing. Yep.
I figured it was happening.
Well, yeah. So also, Cody, so you were battling all day. What do you think was the toughest part of today?
Toughest part, honestly, was just probably would just be the string of cautions we would get after a decent green flag run. Because after that run, you kind of get into a rhythm and you're set in that rhythm, and then once those line of cautions start breeding after one another, it kind of gets you out of that groove that you've set yourself in. So I mean, that was kind of, for me at least, the hardest part. If it's not for that, it's just going to be saving the tires.
Saving the tires, making it work. And the line was absolutely a dream. Repetition is always the big factor. That's what I tell folks all the time. Make sure that your repetition is going to be what it is. Cody, give your shout outs, my man. Much love to you. Congrats on a P3 finish here. It's still a promising move going forward. Some dirt racing coming up, which we all know that I like some good dirt racing. And much love to you. Congrats.
Appreciate it. Yeah, real quick, just shout out Broughton Kennels, Agent Ink Apparel, Over to Speed Shop, Misfire Inc. They're the ones that, allow me and Joey to do this and support us through all the racing that we do on here. Randy, co-owner as well for WRL, HMG Innovations, you for putting on a great broadcast week in, week
Yeah.
out, and everyone that supports the league.
Cody, much love, buddy. I look forward to seeing you get out there
Much,
slinging some dirt in the next one.
much love.
And congratulations once again at P3.
Appreciate it.
Always the man himself. That is Cody Mckinney. Joel Conley, your race winner. NASCAR driver. Chris Hacker, the Gander Mountain Truck Series driver, finishes in 6th. Riley has joined me. If you haven't checked out Riley, you got to go find him on Twitter and your Facebook page and all that stuff. Give your shout outs out there, Riley. Thank you for joining me in the broadcast booth tonight.
We don't got Chris tonight. Rip.
It's all good. It's all good. He looked like he had a kind of a rough race, and
Definitely.
we'll have to have a conversation with him a little bit later. Let him get out of there and get to the hauler and get out of the infield care center and make sure he's okay.
Funny thing inside. Anyway, yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me up here. Maybe he'll come up again sometime. Maybe make this consistent thing. But yeah, shout out to you for letting me do it. If you want to look, my Twitter is RSN P1 _ Hayden 300. I had an amazing time. Maybe do this more, and I'm glad that you had. I'm glad that you invited me up here. I'm really glad.
Riley, I always appreciate it, man. Congratulations. Your Grand Marshal and co-commentator for today. That's Mr. Riley Hayden. Much love to him and much love to all the folks out there. Folks, if you haven't done so, remember, give us a like and follow on all the platforms. Thank you to HMG Innovations. Thank you to the Ivrl, the International Virtual Racing League. You can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all over the platforms. Much love to them. Thank you to also the people who help support me, Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and of course, roastedgems.com. Again, make sure that you check links in the description for everything that you can get out there. And of course, and always, thank you to iRacing for being the platform that provides me with a phenomenal simulator to be able to do this with and be able to support the extraneous, just this right here. If I didn't do this, my nights would be boring, and I really like it, so it's just always a ton of fun. Much love and appreciation. We are going to be back tomorrow night with the Winston Throwback Series, some more ARCA car fun. That will be tomorrow night about 8 Eastern, so you can tune into that. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the platforms for all the live streams, personal gaming on Twitch, and of course and always, we will see you in the next one.